Hi, my name is Amber Cameron, and I'm here today to show you how to use a cane properly and safely, and what you need to know to make sure the cane is safe and yourself is safe as well. So first thing you want to do before using your cane is you want to inspect it. Take a look at the rubber stopper, make sure that it is safe, there's no cracks in it. You want to make sure the shaft has no cracks in it or chips out of it, and you want to make sure where it connects is safe and secure so it doesn't adjust on you while you're moving. So what you want to make sure before you begin walking is that your cane is adjusted to the proper height. So here I have my resident and we've worked on adjusting his cane. Basically, you want to go from the ground to wrist height. We've adjusted it as close as possible. This way your arm's not up too high in the air or down too low that would risk you hunching over and falling. So to walk properly with your cane, what you need to do is you put your cane on your unaffected side. When you're walking, you move your cane with the affected side to use it as a crutch. So cane, affected side, unaffected side. Cane, affected side, unaffected side. Now you only want to move that cane up about 6 to 10 inches, little steps, so that you are not risking falling over. A resident should be using a cane when they maybe are not steady on their feet. They're a little unsteady on their feet. They can't quite walk by themselves, or maybe they've got pain or they've had an injury to one side of their body or another and need a little bit more stability while ambulating. When it comes time to store your device, so if you're not using it when you're moving around, you can simply just sit down in your chair. Make sure that your cane is leaning up against your chair so that it's easy to get to. It's not going to fall on the floor. And then this way you don't have to reach for it next time you want to get up. It's close by. If you're in bed, you can lean it against the wall or maybe near a nightstand by your bed, or even lay it across a nightstand. That way you can easily access it when needed. If the resident chooses not to use his cane as his walking device, he's unsteady on his feet, this is something that he needs, he discards the cane, and because he's unsteady on his feet, it could lead to tripping accidents, which could lead. A PSW has a large responsibility when it comes to taking care of a resident with a cane. They must make sure that the resident is using the cane in the proper hand, so the cane needs to go to the unaffected side. The PSW also needs to make sure that the wrist strap is on the wrist. The wrist strap is there to protect the resident from falls and injuries. If they happen to let go of the cane's not going very far. This way, the resident doesn't reach down to the ground and fall over. The PSW also needs to make sure that the cane is in good repair, and the PSW needs to make sure that the resident is actually using the cane when they know that it's necessary. A PSW needs to report to the nurse when it comes to cane use is if the client is not using the cane or if he's using it incorrectly. It needs to be noted. Also, it needs to be noted if the client is still having problems walking, if the cane maybe is not enough stability for the resident. PSW needs to tell the nurse if there is any damage to the cane, if the stopper is cracked, maybe there's a crack in the shaft of the cane, if where it adjusts height-wise is broken, or even if the strap is missing. All of these things can lead to falls from the resident, and they need to make sure that everything is set. And last thing we're going to do today is show you how to clean your cane. It's very simple. All you need is a cloth. You just wipe down the shaft of your cane, make sure it's clean of any dirt and debris. You want to make sure that the handle is clean and dry so that it prevents your hands from slipping. And you want to make sure that that bottom stopper is clean. You want to make sure the grooves in that bottom stopper are clean so that there's no dirt in there to have the resident slip on. And that today is our demonstration of how to use a cane properly.